Okay, so a few weeks ago, I remade a pretty famous video, SCP-096 full file read. Wait, what's that? I'm being informed that it was 3 months ago. Nah, that can't be right. Yeah, that can't be right. Again, I'm very sorry for times like that. Okay. You probably know the drill. You've heard this before, but let's try to make it better, shall we? Item number, SCP-682, Object Classifier. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-682 must be destroyed as soon as possible. At this time, no means available to SCP teams are capable of destroying SCP-682, only able to cause massive physical damage. SCP-682 should be contained within a 5 meter by 5 meter by 5 meter chamber with 25 centimeter reinforced acid-resistant steel plate lining all surfaces. The containment chamber should be filled with hydrochloric acid until SCP-682 is submerged and incapacitated. Any attempts of SCP-682 to move, speak, breach containment should be reacted to quickly and with full force as called for by the circumstances. Personnel are forbidden to speak with SCP-682 for fear of provoking a rage state. All unauthorized personnel attempting to communicate with SCP-682 will be restrained and removed by force. Due to its frequent attempts at containment breach, difficulty of containment and incapacitation, and high threat of Foundation exposure, SCP-682 is to be contained as site redacted. The Foundation will use the best of its resources to maintain all land within 50 kilometers clear of human development. Description: SCP-682 is a large, vaguely reptile-like creature of unknown origin. It appears to be extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in complex communication with SCP-079 during their limited time of exposure. SCP-682 appears to have a hatred for all life, which has been expressed in several interviews during containment. See Addendum 682-B. SCP-682 has always been observed to have extremely high strength, speed, and reflexes, though exact levels vary with its form. SCP-682's physical body grows and changes very quickly, growing or decreasing in size as it consumes or sheds material. SCP-682 gains energy from anything it ingests, organic or inorganic. So you're telling me it could digest my house and use that in size to grow double the size of my house? Well, probably is, so I guess double the size of what it was if it was able to eat my house. Digestion seems to be aided by sets of filtering gills inside of SCP-682's nostrils, which are able to remove remove usable matter from any liquid solution, enabling it to constantly regenerate from the acid it is contained in. That makes sense. SCP-682 regenerative capabilities and resilience are staggering. SCP-682 has been seen moving and speaking when its body 87% destroyed or rotted. In case of containment Name a breach. SCP-682 is to be tracked and recaptured by all available mobile task force. And no teams with fewer than 7 members are clear to engage it. To date, redacted attempts breaches have numbered at 17, while successful breaches have numbered at 6. See Addendum 682-D. Addendum 682-B. Portion of recording transcript of redacted.
Now, why did you kill those farmers? If you don't talk now, we'll remove you from this attempt and place you back into... Pardon? Speak up. Move the mic up closer. The microphone only has so much gain. Move it closer to it. Don't mess up, man. Look at it. They were disgusting.
Sheesh. Addendum D. 682-D. Breaches with SCP-682. Do we really have to read that? Do we? I don't think we have to do. But we should definitely read this part. This is probably going to take up a lot of space because I got to download the pictures for this. Actually, you know what? I ain't downloading the pictures. I'm just going to show a picture of 682 for this part. Addendum 682-E. Termination options. Log of event 682-E18. Dr. Redacted attempts to use SCP-049 on SCP-682. General Redacted, and Dr. Redacted observing. Exposure. SCP-682 began to tear at the point of contact, causing massive trauma to the area. SCP-682 requested several times to know what it has been exposed to. Crystallization begins, spreading much slower than normal. SCP-682 shows signs of extreme pain and begins to having seizures. Crystallization stops at 62% conversion. Crystallized area explodes, causing massive physical trauma to SCP-682. SCP-682 recovers from exposure, despite the loss of limbs and organs. SCP-682 begins regeneration, stating that it will attempt to kill and consume all staff involved in Event 682-E18. SCP-682 appears to now be immune to SCP-409. Use of other SCP items to terminate SCP-682 must now first be tested on samples of SCP-682 before full-scale testing. In accordance with the Dr. Redacted's recommendations, see document 27B-6, which we will, unlike last time, Dr. Redacted and Dr. Redacted have requested permission to attempt attempt the termination of SCP-682 using SCP-689. The request is currently pending approval from the redacted. And if you want to see me do a full file read on those two, well, then you better get this video to about 40 views, and I'll do it. Because I'm pretty sure we have over 40 people on this group. I know, because I personally celebrated the 40th thing and didn't make a video about it because I was lazy. So, you guys should be able to do it. Still kind of shocked that you guys didn't really watch that SCP-3000 video. But that's okay, you don't have to. It has also been suggested by Dr. Gears to use SCP-182 in an attempt to communicate with SCP-682. SCP-182 has expressed reclusence and refuses to enter the containment center of SCP-682, if at all possible. Addendum 682F. Termination log. We're going to look at some. Unlike last time, where we just said that part. Okay. Item SCP-017. Tissue testing record. Sample swallowed by SCP-017 without incident. Termination test record. SCP-682 exposed to SCP-017. SCP-682 issues several sounds at extremely high volume, damaging several... Wait, hold up. I gotta do something real quick. Recording devices. Sounds extends across several wavelengths. Reported at the most god-awful roar by staff. SCP-017 appears to stumble, then return to a far corner of the containment area. SCP-682 attempts to break containment of both SCP-682 and SCP-017. SCP-682 suppressed by agents and removed. SCP-682 states, "You foul bags of tissue. You don't..." Notes. It's unclear if SCP-682 somehow damaged SCP-017 or communicated with it. Analysis of the recorded sound is ongoing. Item SCP-053. Tissue test record. NA, overridden by O5 command. Termination test record. SCP-682 introduced to SCP-053 containment area. SCP-682 appears to be very confused and shows no sign of being affected by SCP-053. SCP-053 appears to be afraid of SCP-682 and hides behind a chair in her containment area. SCP-682 lowers itself to the ground, resting its head on the floor. SCP-053 approaches SCP-682, and after several seconds of hesitation, briefly touches SCP-682 before rapidly returning to her hiding place. SCP-682 does not react in any way. SCP-053 approaches SCP-682 and pats it in its head, causing it to exhale through its four nostrils. SCP-053 claps and hops place several times before embracing the head of SCP-682. For the remainder of the testing, SCP-682 does not react in any way. SCP-053 approaches SCP-682 and pats its head, causing it to exhale through... Hold up. I got lost. Several times before embracing the head. For the remainder of the testing period, SCP-682 appears to ring in a very docile state, with only 2 low-level escape attempts being made. SCP-053 is observed to bring toys and other items to SCP-682 and make several drawings on its forehead carapace with crayons. Staff entering at the end of the testing phase are immediately attacked by SCP-682, resulting in 2 deaths and 5 injuries. SCP-682 contained and moved to separate containment units. SCP-053 observed crying for several minutes after SCP-682 is removed. Notes: the reaction of SCP-682 is notable for several reasons. First, it is one of the few incidents where SCP-682 has come in contact with biological tissue and not entered a rage state. Second, it has raised questions as to the physical makeup and composition of SCP-053 in regards to the lack of response of SCP-682. Third, it has provided a possible solution to long-term containment. However, approval for the mutual containment of 2 highly dangerous SCP items is a single containment unit is not likely. Okay. Item SCP-173. You know it. I think we all do. I think we all know this story. And in case you do, let me tell it to you. Item SCP-173. Tissue test record. NA. Overridden by 05 command. Termination test record. SCP-682 introduced into the containment area of SCP-173. SCP-682 makes several screeching noises and quickly presses against the wall farthest from SCP-173, staring at it. The entire time, SCP-682 continues to stare at SCP-173 without pausing for 6 hours. Agents equipped with large caliber sniper rifles dispatch and shoot out the eyes of SCP-682, and at the same time, all observation of SCP-173 and SCP-682. At the same time, stopping all observation of SCP-173 and 682. After resuming observation, SCP-682 is shown to be on the floor, with several injuries around its head, neck, and legs. SCP-173 is seen to have tissue from SCP-682 on its quote-unquote hands. SCP-682 rapidly regenerates damage and moves to a different wall, developing several sets of eyes on various parts of its body, many covered by thick, clear caps, quote unquote, of armored carapace. SCP-682 maintains observation of SCP-173 for an additional 12 hours. Despite its additional efforts of agents and Foundation staff, SCP-682 allowed to exit containment area and recaptured in the temporary containment. Notes. After the review, it appears SCP-173 was unable to do lethal damage to SCP-682 due to a major difference in physical size. A possible repeat of this test may be made if SCP-682 is damaged enough to reduce its physical mass to a level equal with SCP-173. Okay. What the flip? Okay, I'm definitely gonna include these. Item: Dr. Clef. Tissue test record. NA. Termination test record. Card. SCP-682 introduced to testing area. Dr. Clef introduced to testing area. Dr. Clef and SCP-682 stare at each other for approximately 3 minutes. Dr. Clef slowly backs out of the testing area as SCP-682 continues to stare. Dr. Clef attempts to open the door of the testing area. Door of the testing area determined to be locked. Dr. Clef reportedly using several loud expletives, and then attaches an unknown device to the door, keeping his eyes on SCP-682.
What you know about down in the deep in the break? I'm in the middle of recording. Please stop. YouTuber don't want to watch the video, so he better shut up.
Meet my brother. Meet my brother. Yeah, that just happened. I'm keeping this in my video, Jackson.
He better shut up.
Jackson, I'm keeping this in my video. I ain't taking it out, Jack.
Cut this out! Cut this out!
Stop!
Cut this out!
I am keeping this in, Jackson.
YouTuber, shut up!
Jackson, I am keeping this in, and you know it.
If you're watching this, do not watch our YouTube channels, and
Please stop.
if you watch YouTube channels, unsubscribe them.
I am totally keeping this in now.
And then,
Stop!
his YouTube channel sucks.
Go.
He's a 9-tailed fox. He's a stupid fox. I don't want to listen to him.
Please stop.
He's a fox. Foxy,
stop.
Foxy, you're a ghosty.
Well, that just ruined it.
Shut up.
I'm sorry for that. I ain't opening Don't care. I am so sorry you had to hear that. He did this once, but it wasn't as, well, insane as that. Sorry. Several mild. And then attaches an unknown door. Dr. Clef detonates a small plastic explosive charge on the door, causing a container breach. SCP-682 continues to stare. Dr. Clef engages emergency secondary lockdown doors and declares a partial containment situation. SCP-682 does not react. Dr. Clef proceeds to experiments observation center. Okay. I'm gonna have to end it here. Not because of that stunt that my brother of mine pulled, but because this is already 26 minutes long, and most of it was me just trying to explain a bunch of extra stuff. And domestic bickering. So, please don't listen to my brother. I hope you liked it. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, and ignore the signs that talk about orange guns. That has nothing to do with a future video of mine.